Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Tuck, and today we're gonna be making a new type of video. We're gonna be reacting to all the offseason moves in the NBA, and we're gonna basically be ranking where the teams will stand in the regular season based on what they did this offseason so far. If y'all like this content, if y'all gonna like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, do all that. I be live on Twitch every day. Tuck Too Nasty, same as the YouTube, so go check me out. This video is recorded on Twitch, and yeah, I'm gonna bring it over. So let's check this out real quick.
We got the Atlanta Hawks. See, like, I don't even know all of this. So this is going to be new to me. Finding CJ McCollum agrees for a one-year deal. Jock Landale agrees for a one-year deal. Addition, Devin Carter, Aaron Wiggins. And nobody left. They was a playoff team. Jalen Johnson, obviously, nobody expected him to become an all-star type player. They have defenders. They have talent. They got CJ McCollum back, which the vet, which I think every team does need a vet. And they added in a good 3D, Aaron Wiggins and Devin Carter. He a little guard, so they could be right where they were. Like, I mean, they're in the East. They could probably be like the 6th seed, 6th to 5th seed. That's rough, actually. I don't know, because there's a lot of shit that's been going on. All right, I'll give them somewhere between the 6th to like the 10th. Depends how well this roster like mesh. Re-signing Ron Harper Jr. agrees to a 3-year deal. Queta, 4-year deal. I seen that they're paying this nigga $55 million. We're gonna talk about that, or 50-something mil. Additions: Mike Conley, Paul George, Mitchell Robertson. Departures: Jaylen Brown, Nikola Vucevic. This Celtics roster got worse, and there's nothing else to say about it. These niggas traded an MVP player this season. He was over MVP numbers for Paul George. That's way past his fucking prime. Now it would have been different if they traded for Paul George when he was OKC Paul George. That's the type of shit that Jaylen Brown was doing. Bro, that nigga Jaylen Brown was hooping, gang. MVP level. And they trade him for Paul George that barely is walking on his ankles. Like, and I love Paul George. He can, like, there's games like a random Wednesday night, he can get you about a good 25. And he played defense, but it's just not, you're not getting enough back for trading for Jaylen Brown, especially for those picks. Those picks weren't good enough. Mike Conley was a good pickup also. Mike Conley will be the guard play. He'll be the vet. That was a good pickup. But we're putting so much pressure now on Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's going to have to be the man. Like, you have pieces around him. You have Pritchard. You have Derek White. You have the old core, kind of. The 6th seed. They'll probably be like the 6th seed. Brooklyn Nets. Do we even have to talk about this? They got Randall, Keon Ellis. Bro, Randall and MPJ gonna be fucking fight. Bro, they're gonna be fucking scrapping for the ball. That's gonna be funny to watch. They're gonna be scrapping for the ball. But Nick Claxton did leave. Okay. They don't have that. They don't have no leadership. Like, I'm gonna be so for real. They don't have a leader on that roster, so they're not gonna really do anything. Charlotte Hornets. They re-signed Kobe White, Grayson Allen, Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal, Nas Reed joined, but they get rid of LaMelo, Miles Bridges, and Josh Green. They were just having the best season they've had in years, and they trade the main reason because of that. Brandon Miller, Concanepo. That's not going to get it done, especially if you want to make that playoff push that it looked like y'all were making last year. You can't just up and trade your future, your point guard. That has proved when he's healthy. Now, there are health concerns, but when he's healthy, he is a top point guard in the league. You can't just do that. So I don't see a world where the Hornets get better. I think that's going to be worse this season. Chicago Bulls. Zach Collins, Nick Claxton joined, and they have Norman Powell. Anthony Simons leaves. Alright. The Bulls are one of the most interesting teams in this league. They're so interesting to me. They have rookies. They have Dylan Swain. They have Caleb Wilson. Them two are going to be nice for Chicago. They fit that grit that Chicago always had. And plus, they have Giddey still. Now they have Rob, which I think the league is giving up on Rob. Rob has one more season to show why he should be in this league. Because I'm not gonna lie, he just hasn't been getting it done. But Norman Powell and Nick Claxton are two great additions. Now you have that dependable scorer in Norman Powell. Norman Powell will get you buckets. He's a bucket getter. And you have good big play in Nick Claxton. This team is nice. I'm not gonna lie. They're looking like they could be good in the East. The low, I think because they're young, I don't know. They don't have like a superstar, but they have a lot of pieces. They do have a lot of pieces as a whole. And I feel like they're young. I don't know. They can either be. I can see the Bulls as like. I can see them as a sneaky 50. Sneaky 50. My Cavs. We haven't done nothing because we waited for Braun. We re-signed Thomas Bryant. We got rid of Keon Ellis and Dean Wade. If we get Braun, which Braun, please, dude. We need to get Harden to ring. Please come. But if we get Braun, first seed. If we don't get Braun, you know, I can't be like that. I'll be for real. I'll be real. Cavs, with this roster that they have right now, they should, on paper, they should be a top 4 seed in the East. Guaranteed. They're going to be a top 4 seed no matter what. But we're just waiting on what happens when it comes down to that playoff time. That's just the biggest question to this team. Because last year, we seen Harden struggled. Mitchell kind of struggled. The big play kind of struggled. Off the bench, we struggled. We went to game 7s, a lot of game 7s, I think, in both series before we got swept. So, I don't know. Mavericks, they haven't re-signed anybody. They got, I don't know how to say his name, I'm sorry. Marvin Bagley went to the Nuggets, and Aiden Johnson went to the Grizz. Which, that nigga got lucky he got 7th pick because their coach went there, gang. I'm just saying it right now. He should not have been the 7th overall pick. But, I mean, they're in the West. I mean, I don't see them making it. They have Coop. Let's hope Coop develops. But the West is loaded. I don't know. I don't see them making it super far or anything. Denver, they got Tyus Jones. They got Marvin Bagley and Tim Hardaway left. Any team with Nikola Jokic on that team is going to be a top 3 seed. Guaranteed. They didn't really do shit. Like, nothing changed. Like, they still have their core. So, top 3 seed for the Denver Nuggets. Detroit Pistons. This is what I want to see. Javonte Green agrees to a 1-year deal. Kevin Huerter. I haven't seen nothing about the Pistons. John Collins. Isaiah Joe. And Tobias Harris left. Okay. This actually looks good. They have shooting now. That was something they kind of lacked. They lacked a little bit of shooting. Because you have Ron Holland and Asar that play defense. Now when you have people to stretch the floor like a Kevin Huerter, you have John Collins now that can do a little bit of everything. John Collins can knock down the 3. He's a good pick and roll threat. I mean, that's a good addition. And Isaiah Jones a shooter 3D. I like this. I could see Detroit being a top 3 seed in the West. I mean, in the East. Tripping. In the East. Tobias Harris hurts a little bit, but I thought they were paying him a lot anyway. So, it's fine. Golden State re-signed everybody. Al Horford, Anthony Milton, Kristaps, and Quinn Post dipped. This team is just old. They got Yaxel, but I don't know how much he's going to play, especially if LeBron goes to that team. Now, if LeBron goes there, even though LeBron is 43, they all want to win. They have a team of all niggas that want to win. Steph wants to win. Draymond wants to win. Jimmy Butler wants to win. LeBron wants to win. Now, I don't know who the fifth starter will be, but they'll get him right, whoever it is. Or who is it? Moses Moody? I don't know. But I could see this team, if they add LeBron, could be a top 4 seed. Without, they could be anywhere from the 6th seed to the 10th seed, bro. The Warriors is always shaky. They're always a shaky team. You don't know if Steph can be Steph. Steph is always gonna be Steph. But the Rockets re-signing Tari Eason to a 5-year deal. I seen that. He got money. He got paid. I didn't think he was gonna get paid that much. They got Bogdan. I never seen that. And Marcus Smart, but Dorian Finney-Smith did, and Josh Okogie. I don't know. I liked it with Marcus Smart. Because the one thing that they needed was a kind of a true point guard. They didn't have a real point guard that last year. So Marcus Smart, even though sometimes he plays small forward or whatever, he's ran the one. He ran the one in Boston, and it worked. Marcus, that's a good pickup. He can take care of the ball. I like that. This Rockets team, Bogdanovich adds a shooter. I mean, yeah. I don't really think Dorian Finney-Smith did a lot. He wasn't super important. And if a man develops, if Jabari develops into what Jabari Smith was supposed to be coming out of college, then this team could be nice. Of course, you have Kevin Durant. Indiana Pacers. They add Kelly Oubre. The Pacers were bad last year because they didn't have Hallie, I think. If Halliburton comes back and plays at the level that he did before he got hurt, this team could be a top 4 seed in the East alone because Halliburton was gone. Like, this team could be good. Now, they should have had their pick, but they got finessed. The Clippers. They've done a lot. And I'm going to tell you where this team stands right now. Re-signing Jordan Miller, Kobe Sanders, and adding Rui, Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram. Bogdan's gone, John Collins gone, Kawhi's gone. They're getting younger. This is a team you look for in the future. And I think what they're doing right now, even though I don't know if they have a lot of picks. I don't know how many picks they got. I'm going to be for real. Because they had to trade for Kawhi, and they traded for Paul George, and they got James Harden. So they probably don't have a lot of picks. But this team is a young team. Brandon Ingram's, like, is he still in his 28? Like, give this team a couple years. I promise. And I hate saying this because the Clippers is one of the franchises that shit just never go right. Give this team a few years. They're not going to make the playoffs, I don't think. The Lakers, Austin Reeves signs a 4-year deal. Quentin Grimes, Jaden Hardy, Walker Kessler. I know him. He's nice. Sandro and Colin Sexton. But Rui leaves, Ayton leaves, Jackson Hayes leaves, Luke Kennard leaves, Marcus Smart leaves. It's hard to tell, but like I'm saying, any team, just like with Jokic, any team with Luka is going to make the playoffs. It's Luka Doncic. His will to win, his will to be able to carry a team, it's crazy. I'll give this right here like a... Well, they're losing LeBron too. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give it like a C+. They'll probably be like a play-in team. Like either 9th or the 7th seed. Grizzlies. They're not going to make the playoffs. It's obvious. Chris Murray, AJ Johnson, if they can get, and Cam Boozer, if we can see upside in Cam Boozer, then, I mean, in the future they'll be alright, but I don't see nothing special, especially this year, is going to happen. Miami Heat. Re-sign Wiggins. This dude. They get Giannis, Tim Hardaway, and Bobby Portis. Tyler Hero's gone. Jaime Jaquez to the Bucks. Like, they had to give up a lot. Now, this is what I was saying. Before Norman Powell got signed to the Bulls, this team was going to be nice. Guaranteed. There is nothing wrong with this team. The bench was bad. But, I mean, other than that, the starting 5 was good enough. And they have Giannis. Like, they added a lot. Now, Norman Powell's gone. Kel'el Ware, he got traded to the Bucks too. I didn't see a lot of everything that they had to get for Giannis. I don't know. I still think this team will be good. Cool. Top 5 seed. I think it'll be a top 5 seed. I think it'll be good. Davion Mitchell. I'm trying to think. Davion Mitchell, Giannis, Bam, Andrew Wiggins. And then after that, it gets shaky. I don't know who they got. Milwaukee Bucks. Added Tyler Hero. I mean, this dude, Jaime, Kel'el Ware, they'll be all right. They're not gonna make the playoffs. The Timberwolves. Ayo Dosunmu, Bones Highland. So they re-signed them. Add LaMelo Ball, Josh Green, Muhammad Guy, Trey Lyles, and the departures: Kyle Anderson, Mike Conley, Julius Randle, Naz Reid. They give LaMelo Ball. They give, I mean, you give Ant another scorer for real. That's not Jaden McDaniels. And you still have Rudy Gobert. I mean, this team is going to be good. Now, they're in the West, and they have to go against the Shai Gilgeous-Alexanders and Victor Wembanyama's. But, other than, I mean, they'll make it to the second round. Pelicans, all they've done is re-sign DeAndre Jordan. They're not making the playoffs. The Knicks, they get Jose Alvarado back on the deal. They add on to Drummond. Mitchell Robinson leaves. I feel like when you're a championship level team, you don't need to add a lot. They've lost Mr. Robertson, yeah, but they still have a lot of valuable assets on this team. So OKC re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein. They lose Aaron Wiggins. They lose this one dude. I think this was supposed to be Isaiah Joe down here too. They are just trading pieces away and not really getting anything back or losing pieces. Leaves top 2 seed. They'll be a playing team. Sixers. Get Anthony Simons. Get Phylon. Get Jaylen Brown. Get Dean Wade. Right? They lose Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes, and Paul George. They are getting way more than they're losing. I don't know if getting Anthony Simons was needed. They have a lot of guards. They drafted a guard that I don't know if he was needed. But Jaylen Brown, I don't know how, if they were holding the Celtics GM at gunpoint, or maybe he was drunk. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to make the finals, but they'll be in the Eastern Conference Finals probably. Yeah, they ain't really do a lot. They got Mark Williams. They got Miles Bridges, Luke Kennard. This team, Devin Booker it can't just be D-Book. And I know Jalen Green's there, but let's be honest, Jalen Green he's not developed into what we thought he was going to be. They have fucking Dylan Brooks, so this team, they'll probably be a playing team. Portland, Robert Williams re-signed. They add Ja and this nigga. I just want to say something right now, though. Portland, this is not 2K, gang. Y'all can't have 7 guards on y'all's roster and expect it to work. They have to. Some people got to be moved around. How are you gonna play Ja, Scoot, Dame, Drew Holiday, Sharon Sharp, and B? They could be a playoff team, but at worst, they don't make it. We'll see. The Sacramento Kings, they haven't really done much. They got Acuff and they get Precious. Yeah, I don't see this team being in the playoffs. The Spurs, they re-signed. Nobody left that team, and they get Tobias Harris. So we'll see them in the finals again. Point blank. I don't got shit else to say. Toronto Raptors. They signed Elijah Martin, re-signed him. They get Kyle Anderson and Kawhi. But they lose Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, and Sandro. This team just got scary. Kawhi just played the best season of basketball efficiently, stats-wise. Maybe not pure dominance, but stats-wise, Kawhi just played one of his best seasons of basketball. Toronto might be back. I can see this team. This is another team being top five seed in the East. That team might be scary. That team's going to be scary. I'm telling you. Utah Jazz, they got Darian Peterson for the draft. I think that is the biggest win of the Utah Jazz right now. They got DP. So they have Nurkic and not the Blazers. But yeah, they're fine. They have a good team. They have Keontae George. They have Ace Bailey. They have Darren Peterson, like I said. They have Jared Jackson. Walker Kessler left, though. Signed a trade to the Lakers. But, they brought in Jackson Hayes. They have Nurkic, which aren't bad centers. They're not bad. They have Isaiah Collier, who's going to be all right for a backup guard. They're cool. Their roster is okay. This team can either make the playoffs or go to the play-in. I don't see a world where this team doesn't make the play-in at all. I just don't see it. Lastly, the Wizards. They get Trae Young. They bring in DeAndre Ayton. They get AJ Nabanta. Anthony Davis is staying. They said, fuck no, they're not trading that nigga. Because I believe a healthy Anthony Davis is the top 6 basketball player in the world. Departures, Jaden Hardy, whatever. This team's going to be nice. I don't know NBA Finals, but this team is going to be a top 6 seed if healthy. If everybody is healthy on this roster. And the biggest if is Anthony Davis. If Anthony Davis can stay healthy and play like he does when he's healthy, NBA Finals. Oh shit, what the fuck am I talking about? NBA Finals. NBA playoff worthy. I could see this team being a second round team. And it's only going to be better from here. But That was the
So make sure y'all comment, tell me if I was right or wrong, what y'all think, what's gonna happen this NBA season. And yeah, like I said, go check out the Twitch for more hot takes, more videos like this. You feel me? Y'all get to see it live. And yeah, Tuck signing out.